That's why, irrespective of political differences here and there, when it gets to a stage where Kenya is about to burn, we will say no. We must come together as one people. One people. And that's why we sat and talked and I said we will work together for the unity of our people so that Kenya can move forward properly. You know, there's a serious challenge. We had ourselves gone out to the streets making some demands. But then we had sat down and we had discussed and negotiated and agreed on the way forward. Then, because there was no implementation, came the other problem again later on. So these problems must be resolved. This is what we have agreed on. When we signed the MOU, we agreed that these problems need to be resolved. And we're working towards resolving those problems. Finally, you've heard me recently talking about devolution. Devolution, we brought in the Constitution with a lot of opposition at that time. But we said that our country needs devolution so that we can bring power closer to the people and also ensure that there's equitable distribution of resources in the country. Devolution works very well in many countries. If you go to Japan, you'll see what I mean by devolution. If you go to Germany, where I lived for many years, you will appreciate the power of devolution. If you dissolve properly and also put resources down there will be much faster development. What is happening here is that some of our people resist devolution because they don't understand the effect of devolution. Right now, we still have a problem. We have devolved generally. We have a structure of devolution. But we're not bringing resources properly down so that these devolved units can work efficiently. You see, now they are saying, and the other time this week, they're saying that nearly 50% of money going to the counties is going to salaries. And that only less than 30% is going to development. But that is not the mistake of the devolved units. That's because less resources is coming down to the counties. If, for example, you release funds for infrastructure, funds going to Kura and Kera down here, if you release other funds meant for health, because health is a devolved function, but the bulk of the money is remaining up there in Nairobi. It's not coming down here. You see, if you release resources for agriculture, if, for example, you release money to build markets, because they are building markets there, yes, the counties are the ones who are operating those markets. Why don't you give the money to the counties? If, for example, affordable housing should be the responsibility of the counties, release the money to the counties. Then you will not be talking about 15%. You will be releasing over 35% of funds to the counties, and there will be development. You don't want to blame governors because you're not giving them resources. If you give the resources properly, the entire country will be working. Right now, the counties are employing people, experts, but there's no work for those people. They're sitting in the offices because there are no funds for them to work. So release the resources to the counties, and devolution will work for our country. This is what I'm saying all the time. And members of parliament have no business constructing roads. Members of parliament have three functions: representation, legislation, and oversight. Period. Leave the issue of constructing roads to counties. the counties can have some responsibilities. This is what I wanted to say. I want to thank you very much. Asanteni sana.